Hallo meine lieben Freunde, willkommen zurück zu Rosewater, einer weiteren Folge hier. Wir schauen hier, mit wem sprechen wir? Sprechen wir mit Phil.
Harley?
Harley. Ah.
I hope your modeling experience wasn't too harrowing.
I confess it was rather awkward at first. But in truth, it was no different to fighting alongside my compadres in battle. We are at our most vulnerable, conquering our fears. It does wonders for camaraderie.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Habe ich eigentlich jetzt ein Ding noch? Nein, das haben wir wieder abgegeben. Okay. Was habt ihr
Nothing to
gemacht?
say, really.
Ah. Ihm hat's
Hey,
natürlich
Jake?
gefallen, das ist klar.
Yeah, Harley?
Oh.
In your professional opinion, do you think Miss Hitomi's show has what it takes to succeed?
Oh, sure. We really dazzled it up for him. If it ain't a hit, I'll eat my hat.
Okay.
I must say, seeing you model for Mr. Treadway was quite the diversion.
You seem to be making a habit out of seeing me au naturel.
And you seem to be making a habit of presenting yourself in that state.
Suppose I reckon one's God-given gifts ought to be shared with the world.
That's one way of thinking about it. Hell of a trip this has been so far, huh, Jake?
Sure has. Ought to give you plenty to write about, huh?
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Leger, get up here, would you?
Ah. Okay. Was ist denn schon wieder? Oh
What's
Gott.
the matter?
Bridge is out. We'll need to take the detour north through the mountains. Hey, you there. What happened to the bridge?
Just fell down the other day, damnedest thing. Heard a big boom, and next thing I know, no bridge. You know, if I was you, I'd just turn right back around.
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with the detour?
That road's haunted or cursed or something. Nobody who goes that way ever comes back.
You can't be serious.
That's what the last person who came through here said. And wouldn't you know it, I ain't seen him since.
Ja, wahrscheinlich, was angekommen ist.
The bridge mysteriously collapses and you just happen to come along and warn people about a haunted road? Seems to me you know more than you're letting on.
Oh, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Look, if folks take that road and never come back, it means they made it where they were going. Now, if everyone who went that way did come back, then you'd know there was something wrong.
Huh, never thought of it that way.
If you'll excuse us, we've wasted enough time.
What was that all about?
The bridge over the canyons collapsed, so we're taking a detour through the mountains.
Who was the old guy?
Just some nut. Tried to convince us the road was cursed.
You really do meet all kinds out here, huh?
We seem to be blessed in that regard.
Santa Maria!
What the hell was that?
Are you okay, Harley?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Ja, jetzt hat die einzige,
Better
die
go
immer
see what
umsteht.
happened.
Reifen kaputt. Nichts gut.
How bad is it?
Just a broken wheel.
Bad. One of the front wheels caught a big hole in the road.
Und wir haben
Front
Karussell.
axle's completely split. It's gonna take some time to fix. I suggest y'all find a good camping spot. We might be here a couple days.
Well, this is just fantastic.
Ah.
A broken axle is fixable. We can deal with this.
Yes, and if we lose a day, we lose a day.
Wer ist denn das?
Hey, folks.
Hallo?
Hold it there. Who the hell are you?
Hey, easy now. I mean you no harm. My name is Jerome Hawkins. I come from the settlement just up the mountain. I saw your predicament. Came down to see if we could lend a hand.
Mm-hmm.
A settlement? Up on that mountain?
Yes, sirree. We don't see new faces often, so everybody will be dying to meet you.
I can repair the axle. I just need time.
Oh, nonsense. We'll send somebody down to see to your wagon. In the meantime, I invite you to come up and be our guest for supper. We can offer you a safe and comfortable place to rest tonight.
Much appreciated, Mr. Hawkins.
Wonderful. Follow me, then.
Ich will einfach dort zödeln. Da hinten ist das schöne... Okay. Soll ich mal gleich mitgehen?
Greetings, friends. I hope you're well.
I might shaken up, but tolerable well otherwise.
I can only imagine. Brother Jerome said it looked like your wagon was in bad shape.
Nothing that can't be fixed.
Of course. But in the meantime, I invite you to stay with us here in New Bethel. I'm Joanna Taggart. On behalf of the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, I bid you welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Taggart.
Please, call me Sister Joanna.
Are you a religious sister then, Sister Joanna?
We are all brothers and sisters in God here, none placed above any other, although I do provide spiritual counsel to the community here. We can get further acquainted tonight. We're preparing a welcoming feast in your honor. You may wander freely as you please, but as this is a place of peace, we ask only that you relinquish any weapons you carry. Brother Jerome will store them safely for you. Sister Bridget, could you please show our guests around and get them settled?
Yes, Sister Joanna.
I look forward to seeing you all at the feast.
Because Harley ihre Waffe mit dabei, weil sind ihre
Brothers and sisters of
Hände.
the Second Dawn, may I introduce our honored
Sind sie so eine
guests.
Kannibalen
At
oder
this
so?
table, we have Miss Harley Leger and Mr. Jake Ackerman. With the Rangers, Mr. Danny Lowe and Mr. Phil Marquez. And with Sister Bridget, Miss Lola Johnson and Miss Nadine Redbird. Please join me now in prayer. O Lord, we give thanks for sending these fine people here for safety in their time of need, and for this food prepared by loving hands. We give thanks to you for blessing New Bethel by raising it up on this mountain, above the troubles of the world below. For as we know from Psalms, the mountains will bring peace to the people, and the little hills by righteousness. As we partake of this food, we pray for health and strength to carry on and try to live as you would have us. This we ask in the name of God, our Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
Carmen?
And now let us feast and celebrate the arrival of our new friends.
Ja, geht's rund, hä? Wer bist denn du?
I truly hope you're enjoying the feast, Miss Leger.
I am. Thank you.
Allow me to present my husband, Captain Perry Cloud.
Schon wieder, Captain.
Good to meet you.
Likewise.
I am so delighted that God saw fit to bring us together. Already you and your friends have given us so much joy.
Okay.
I was wondering.
You must have many questions, I'm certain. But tonight is for celebration. Questions and their answers can wait until tomorrow.
Bin ich mir nicht sicher.
Hey there.
Hello, Sister Harley. I'm Bridget Doran. I hope you're having a nice time.
I am. Thank you.
So where they got you staying?
Oh, she's with me and my son Patrick. We have an extra cot.
What about you?
I got the cabin up on the hill, nice and private.
Okay.
It's so good to have you here.
Was ein bisschen strange, finde ich, oder?
Enjoying yourselves, boys?
This place is incredible. Jerome was just telling me.
It's Brother Jerome, if you don't mind.
Oh, right. Brother Jerome was just telling me all about the Rangers and what they do.
And what do you do?
I'd be happy to show you both in the morning. We can go on patrol.
Sounds great.
Sure. We'll see. Quite the welcome we've been given.
These are good people. Very generous.
We're very happy to have you.
The Hawkins family has offered to let me stay with them, and Sister Sue Ellen is going to show me the communal garden in the morning.
Yes, you should come have a look as well.
Maybe I will.
Ja. Ob das was wird, hä?
He's really having a good time. The sun rising from behind a mountain must have some special meaning to these folks.
Interessant, ja. Aber ich glaube, dass da wirklich was Gröberes noch
I don't
uns
believe we've been
bevorsteht.
properly introduced.
Oh, of course. Please forgive me. I'm Eliza Taggart.
Taggart? You're related to Joanna?
Yes, she's my mother. I wonder,
Could you tell me something about your friend with the guitar? I find him rather intriguing.
Oh, Phil's great. Always willing to have fun.
Ah, I thought so. I appreciate your honesty. Now if you'll excuse me.
May I have everyone's attention, please?
Okay.
What a feast we have had! What joyous celebration! Alas, the hour grows late, and we must retire. God bless you all. I shall see you all bright and early for our morning sermon.
Jag vet inte.
Leger, you in there? Get out here, now.
Okay. Es ist schon was los. Geht schon rund. Gut. Schauen wir uns erst einmal und dann... Ne? Sehen wir, was
Not very
los ist.
comfortable. I hope we don't stick around here too long.
Ich glaube, da ist schon mehr los.
Bridget and Patrick's beds.
Aber warum? So.
Leger.
So, was haben wir noch? Bilder.
A handsome-looking man. Bridget standing with a man. Keeps the room warm. Winters here must get awful chilly, though. This must be Patrick's. It's full of all sorts of wooden toys.
Okay. Was haben wir da?
A tin cup. Looks clean enough.
Den nehmen wir mit, ne? Wenn sie den mitnehmen möchte, dann packt man ein. So.
What's going
Aha,
on?
was
We
da?
got a problem. I
Ach, in der
tried
Hose.
going down to see about fixing the wagon this morning, but the path's guarded.
Guarded? By who?
The boy, Patrick.
What's he have to guard against?
He just kept saying it was dangerous to go down alone. We gotta get down there somehow.
You want me to take care of him or something?
No, I want you to come with me to the wagon. We need to get one of the others to cause a distraction.
Right. But who?
I'll leave that for you to decide. Let's get moving.
Good morning, Joanna.
Oh, good morning, Sister Harley. I hope you slept well.
Well enough. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Of course. Tell me what's on your mind.
Not to be rude, but why are you calling me Sister Harley? I thought that was just something between members of your community.
While you're here, you are a member. We're all children of God, after all.
Just how long have you folks been living up here anyway?
This is our 12th year in New Bethel, but the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn came together before that. I founded this community back in Bright Bay.
Okay.
So how did you get from Bright Bay to this mountain?
It was God's will. When Eliza was a small child, he sent her a vision. She saw a distant shore, the sun rising over the hills and shining on the water of a new ocean. It was clearly a sign to journey west, to the coast. I chartered an airship for Las Virgenes, but God had other plans for us. Our ship suffered mechanical problems en route. We were forced to make an emergency landing on this mountaintop. It was by the grace of God that we all reached the ground again safely. The ship had done its duty delivering us here. It would never fly again. So we salvaged it and built our new homes from the wreckage.
So you just decided to stay here and not finish the journey?
But you see, we did reach the end. Eliza later told me she'd had another vision. This time she saw great cities on the shore belching smoke and noise, the ground cracking open and the hills spitting fire. Her first vision had been a clue to go west, just not to the coast as we had thought. Our promised home was east of the sea, where the sun rose over the mountaintop.
When did Eliza have this second vision?
Midway through the voyage. She was on her way to tell me when the airship malfunctioned. It couldn't be clearer that this was God's plan for us all along.
Any updates on the wagon repairs?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Eliza has been tasked with handling that. But don't worry. However long it takes, you're always welcome here.
Die wollen uns einfach nicht mehr weg von mir.
I'd like to know more about you.
Me? Well, I have been chosen to lead the community. It is a sacred responsibility. I see to it that every single person here is safe and well cared for.
Gut, dann fahren wir
Tell me
mal
about
schon
your
durch, ne?
husband.
I love him. What more is there to tell?
What can you tell me about Eliza?
My dear daughter, her life has not been easy. I can only hope that New Bethel has brought her the peace and happiness she deserves.
Why hasn't her life been easy?
Our life in Bright Bay was turbulent. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate further.
I'm curious about Bridget and her son.
Ah, yes, Sister Bridget. I pray for her and little brother Patrick every day. Losing Brother James was very hard on them both. But Brother Patrick will be a great ranger one day, and Sister Bridget has blossomed into a pillar of the community.
I want to know about the Hawkins family.
Brother Jerome is one of our best rangers, and Sister Sue Ellen is a gifted healer. I thank God every day for the blessings of their fellowship.
Why is Patrick guarding the mountain path?
A ranger, or ranger in training, is always posted there. This is to prevent anyone from going down into the valley alone. It's quite dangerous down there, as you well know.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Die halten die Leute ab vom Gehen wahrscheinlich.
A kettle hanging over the communal fire.
Es ist
An
Rowena.
old ship's bell, probably used for getting everyone's attention.
Gehen wir mal hier rein.
If you're showing Brother Denny the ropes today, I'll take morning patrol.
You be careful out there.
I always am, brother. Good morning, Sister Harley. So nice to see you up. We missed you at this morning's sermon.
Any idea when our wagon will be repaired?
Straight to the point. I'm sure you're eager to get back on the road, but I urge you to take some time and appreciate the little respites God gives us. May I share a story with you?
Ja.
Go on.
When I was a girl, I lived with my parents in Bright Bay. My life, though happy enough, seemed to me quite dull. I dreamed of something more exciting. Unfortunately, my wish came true. One day, while my parents were away on business, the police raided the home of the woman who was caring for me. She ran and I was taken into custody. The police failed to locate my parents and sent me to an orphanage. Then I was off to a workhouse. Those long days of toil, the beatings, the meager food, the nightly chorus of children sobbing themselves to sleep. I longed for the quiet, ordinary life I had taken for granted.
I'm so sorry. But you found your parents again?
Eventually, after more than a year in the workhouse, once I was back home, I did nothing but thank God for the respite He had given me. So you see, it's important to take advantage of the calmer moments, the ones you may consider dull. You never know quite how much you value them until they're gone. If you'll excuse me, I need to start my patrol. But please, make yourself at home. Help yourself to some tea. And don't worry about your wagon. Today is the Sabbath, but I'll put my best rangers to the task first thing tomorrow. Speak to you soon, Sister Harley.
The sun rising from behind a mountain. Must have some special meaning to these folks.
Okay, dann sprechen wir da mal die Leute an.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
Sorry about your guns. Must be weird to be without them.
Oh, not so much. This isn't like last time. I know where they are, and Jerome told me I could get them if I really needed to. Not that I will, of course.
How are you finding New Bethel?
It's impressive how the community has overcome a bad situation and grown from it. They all take care of each other. Everybody's been so kind. I already feel like I belong here.
We haven't even been here a full day yet.
I know. That's the most amazing part.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now.
Okay, sich einladen lassen.
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
What are your duties as a ranger?
Well, we hunt and provide for the community. anything that requires leaving the safety of the settlement. My most important task is to help protect everybody. That means patrolling the woods and making sure nobody goes out alone.
So you're New Bethel's lawman?
Not quite. We don't enforce the rules. That falls to Sister Joanna. We're more like New Bethel's guardian shepherds. In our case, that includes guarding against actual wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know about you and your wife.
We're just trying to get by like everybody else here. Sue Ellen's a great healer. Keeps everybody fit and healthy. I do my part as a ranger. We came to New Bethel later, but nobody bothers about those distinctions. We're just as much a part of this place as our brothers and sisters from the airship.
If you weren't part of the original voyage, when did you arrive?
Oh, around 10 years ago, we were one of the first new families. 6 other groups came after us. You folks are the first new faces we've seen in nearly 5 years.
Tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Yeah, they survived a terrible disaster and built a thriving community up from the ashes. Doesn't get more admirable than that. Brother Perry is a good friend. Sisters Johanna and Eliza are, more reserved.
I'd like to hear about the Doran family.
Now there's a couple of iron souls. Brother James taught me all I know about being a ranger. He was a good man. After his passing, it seemed only right that I should pass that knowledge on to his son. Sister Bridget don't much show it, but James's death hit her hard. Brother Patrick's a good kid, smart and eager to learn. He'll make a fine ranger.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
A strainer and teapot. Just need to add some tea leaves and hot water to brew a cup. It's full of what appears to be tea leaves. There. Just need some hot water now.
Romantic nummer.
Smells kind of bitter.
So.
A kettle hang. Not much use when the cup is empty.
Huh? So hätte ich es machen müssen. Entschuldigung.
Not much use when it's empty. If I want to make tea, I'll need some water first.
Sag mal, ist wie schön oder was?
Not much use when it's empty.
Ja, aber da ist ja Wasser, oder?
Not much use when the cup is empty. No need to heat that. It's already got tea in it. Not much use when...
Ja, okay, so viel kann die vorhin Arsch, ehrlich. Gar nicht normal sein.
SS Rowena. I remember hearing about this airship vanishing. That must have been a decade ago. Must be their flag. Looks homespun.
Ser vi någon då? Hårdsfälla.
Hello there. How are you? Is everything all right?
Miss Leger, please don't talk to him. He's not in a fit state for it right now.
Mhm.
firewood and some branches for kindling.
Ein Stückchen. Gut. Kann ich noch was nehmen?
I've already got a...
Ja, das macht jetzt was. So, dann sprechen wir hier.
Hello, Brother Perry.
Oh, you don't have to worry about all that brother-sister stuff with me. Feels strange only having just met. Be nice for someone to call me Captain Perry again.
Am I right to assume you were the captain of this airship?
Very astute, Miss Leger. Of course, it's been ages, but I still like the title. After all, I went down with my ship, didn't I?
Do you miss captaining an airship? Sailing the open skies?
Every day. Please understand I'm quite happy here. But watching the sun rise over the same horizon for 12 years, let's just say I wouldn't mind getting a glimpse of another part of the world now and then.
How exactly did the airship go down?
Oh, I'd rather not dredge that up. Especially not with someone I barely know.
That man chopping wood, is he all right?
Yes, he's fine. He's just being disciplined. Maybe we should attend to his example.
Can you tell me about the brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn?
Fine folks, all of them. You'll get to know everybody yourself in time.
But I want to know your thoughts.
I'm not much for gossip, especially with folks I'm barely acquainted with.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Leger.
Na, goodbye. Na gut, dann reden wir mit Jake.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
Thoughts on New Bethel?
Charming place, really. Nice folk.
I'm surprised. Wouldn't have figured you'd go in for all this biblical stuff.
I'm certainly not what you'd call a religious man myself, but I can respect their beliefs.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping the party going, chatting with Captain Perry, getting to know the place, same as you.
Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Take it easy. Nimm's leicht. Auch wenn der Markus sich morgen schleicht.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all. I was just writing a song for Eliza.
Oh, verliebt.
You two hit it off then?
Indeed. She is a remarkable woman.
Ist das Tattoo oder Behaarung?
What do you think of this place?
I admit I have not had much of a chance to explore. Eliza has kept me occupied.
Right. I should have realized. I'd like to hear more about Eliza.
Please, I do not kiss and tell.
I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to know if she told you anything about this place.
Ah, certainly. We had a very stimulating conversation after the party. This community was founded upon the ideals of independence and freedom. There is much to admire.
How about a preview of your song?
Well, all right. I only have the chorus so far. Eliza, Eliza, brown hair and green eyes, your smile can light up the room. Eliza, Eliza, you make my heart rise. Your radiance chases the gloom. What do you think?
That's very flattering. I'm sure she'll be impressed.
You really think so?
Sure.
That is a relief to hear. I feared it was rather bad.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
Certainly makes a statement.
Ja, schon.
Phil's shirt, jacket, and hat. Seems they came off rather quickly. Phil's shirt. Eliza's nightstand.
Hey, what are you doing? Have you no respect for privacy?
Okay, sorry. These are mostly nursery books. Educational primers, moral fables, Bible stories, and the like. Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for book shopping as an adult. This was clearly taken at least a decade ago. It's Joanna, Eliza, and some man I don't recognize.
Okay. Musst du jetzt hier?
Miss Johnson?
What is it?
This place is really something, huh?
It's something, all right. They're very hospitable, but everybody's too much in everybody else's business. Creeps me out.
Where's Lisa Lou?
Around here somewhere. She was raring to explore the woods around the cabin.
Okay, dann schauen wir mal, was da oben noch ist. Ich weiß nicht, ich finde es immer so gruselig, wenn über diese heiligen Bilder herumhängen.
It's full of curios. Lots of crosses and a nativity scene. The big man himself.
Ja.
A constant reminder that God is watching.
Mhm. Dann gehen wir nach oben. Jetzt haben wir irgendein Loch.
A few Bibles and some other religious texts. There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd. That's not the right shape.
Kann man nicht nutzen, ne? Sie verfolgt uns so weiter, gell? Okay, schon. Gut, wir haben die Nadine noch zum Ansprechen drüben, das habe ich vergessen. Da können wir noch überall rein. Oh, steht noch.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Oh, sie hat ein Messer.
What do you think of New Bethel?
This place, it's so welcoming. Everyone is from someplace different, but they've all come together into a whole. I could see myself being happy here. Perhaps I'll ask Sister Joanna if I might come back after we've completed our journey.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
There's no reason to give this to Nadine right now.
Oh, sie könnte daraus was schnitzen, ne? Sie tut das ja. Kann sie mir ein Ding machen.
You've done a great job tending
Dass
these
die für die
plants.
Passform dann passt, also, ne?
Thank you. It's a collective effort.
Cucumbers, huh?
Yes. These'll need harvesting before the cold sets in.
Those apples look delicious.
They are. Hopefully Sister Bridget will make us one of her delicious apple pies soon.
Hello, Sue Ellen.
Ooh.
Hello, Harley.
Are you in charge of the garden? It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's everybody's garden, but I spend more time here than most. I find tending the plants very soothing. Plus, I have my special plot of medicinal herbs.
You've got quite a collection. Some of these I've never even seen.
Be glad to tell you all about them sometime.
Mhm.
Could you tell me about the Taggarts and Captain Perry?
What can I say? Sister Joanna is our fearless leader. She keeps this place running, even if she can be severe sometimes. Eliza is a lot like her mama that way. Brother Perry is the friendliest of the bunch. He's always good for a chin wag. Sometimes I wonder how somebody like him ended up with Sister Joanna. Of course, that's really none of my business.
I'd like to know
Okay.
about you and Jerome.
I'm the healer here, and Jerome is a ranger. We do our part
Ranger in
to make
danger.
sure everyone is healthy and safe.
Zeg daar komische partie.
I spoke with Jerome and he told me you two came after the original voyagers.
Yes, that's right. We don't much talk about that. Sister Joanna likes to say that everybody here has always been part of New Bethel, even if they didn't know it yet.
Vi är sådana
Some of our
där
brothers and sisters are still on their way to us, even now. We got here about 2 years after this whole thing started. Other families came after, but we were about the first newcomers.
What exactly were the circumstances that led to your arrival?
Jerome and I were coming down from Shivering Pines, heading for the coast in search of a new life. But our wagon broke down on the road through the mountains.
You didn't take the canyon bridge?
Is there a bridge now? Wasn't one when we came through.
Normally, yes, but it recently collapsed. That's why we went through the
Så
pass.
så för, huh?
Huh. Well, Brother James came and found us and brought us up the mountain. At first, we had every intention of keeping on, but we didn't have any real plans, and folks here were so welcoming. We never really made the decision to stay. We just never left.
What about the other families?
Same story, more or less.
Can you tell me about the Dorans?
Oh, well, they ain't had it easy. A few years back, James got a nasty gash in his leg while he was out hunting. The wound got infected. I did all I could, but he didn't make it. Poor Sister Bridget has been so strong through all of it. Brother Patrick's adjusted about as well as can be expected. I'm just thankful Jerome's been such a good mentor to him.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
Cucumbers, huh?
Yeah.
Altså, det synes jeg mig. Burde.
Keeps the room warm. Winters here must get all...
Jeg ser som en stukmås. Ikke en slange.
It's full of rainwater.
Okay.
Now to wait. One cup of hot water, all mine. It's already hot enough.
Okay, jetzt haben wir das heißes Wasser.
I can't just dump tea leaves into hot water. I'll need a way to brew it.
Alter, wie kompliziert ist es denn für so einen geschissenen Tee? Jetzt ehrlich einmal. Jetzt ist echt schon anstrengend.
Now to let it steep for a few minutes.
Keine Wasser. Du willst nur einen scheiß Tee saufen, weil du ob da eine Mission du für so einen Tee.
There, a nice hot cup of tea.
Keine Wasser. Kann ja nicht wahr sein.
Hey, kid.
Yeah?
And just what are you doing out here?
What's it look like? I'm guarding the path.
And why are you doing that?
Sister Joanna's orders. Nobody's allowed down the mountain without a ranger. You go down there by yourself, you're as good as dead.
Come on, it can't be bad as that.
There's heaps of wolves. They're big and fierce with pointy ears and huge fangs. They'll gobble you right up.
saw your toy chest in the cabin. Nice collection.
Those aren't even the best ones. The real good ones are in my hideout.
You've got a hideout?
Yup, but it's a secret. I go there when I want to be alone. It's where I keep my best stuff.
Does anyone else know about it?
Just Eliza, but she's real good at keeping secrets. Don't tell.
How do you like it here?
It's great. I get to live inside a big airship. You know how many secret places there are to play in?
No.
A lot. And I'm not telling you where, so don't get any ideas.
I'd like to know about your mother.
I don't like seeing her so sad all the time. She doesn't want to let me see, but I know she really misses Dad. I mean, I do too. With all my big brothers and sisters, it's like having a bunch of moms and dads, so I don't get lonely.
Do you like Joanna and her family?
I sure do! Sister Joanna and Brother Perry are always real nice. And Sister Eliza's almost like my real big sister. Sometimes we play hide and seek. She's real good at it. One time it took me hours to find her.
What do you think of Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Brother Jerome's the greatest. He taught me everything I know about being a ranger. And Sister Sue Ellen's nice, but she doesn't talk to me much. Sometimes I catch her staring at me with this real sad look on her face.
Oh, okay.
I want to go down to our wagon.
Sorry, but you can't.
You just said I could if I was accompanied by a ranger.
The rangers are all busy today. Maybe tomorrow.
What about you?
Me? I'm not a full ranger yet. I'm still in training.
Keep up the good work, kid.
I will.
Schauen wir uns durch und dann sind wir weiter. Okay, das war klar, das ist da. Beim Gräbele.
Amelia Grimes. Isabella Wood. Stephen Wood. Abraham Levinsky. Oliver Thackeray. Lucy O'Hanrahan. Aaron O'Hanrahan. James Doran. Tiny crosses. One for baby Hawkins, another for Katrina, and the last for Zachariah. How sad.
Gehört wohl dazu. Okay, und dann sprechen wir mit dir noch, ne?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Paying a visit?
I'm tending my husband's grave.
My condolences.
Sind einfach nur Steine.
Losing James was hard, but the community gives me strength to carry on. I thank God for them. Not just for my sake, but for Patrick's as well.
I hope this isn't too forward, but what happened to your husband?
His leg was wounded in a hunting accident and it got infected. Sister Sue Ellen did her best to heal him, but it wasn't enough. We don't have much in the way of medicine here.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. He's with God now.
Patrick told me he has a secret hideout. Know where it is?
No. Sister Eliza assured me it was safe, so I didn't feel it was necessary to pry. It's good for Patrick to have a place he can be alone.
Tell me about yourself and Patrick.
I'm raising my boy the best I can. I'm blessed to have the support of the whole community, but it's not the same without James. Patrick will follow in his father's footsteps and make a fine ranger someday.
I'd like to know about the Taggarts and Captain Perry.
Sister Joanna is an inspiring leader. You've met her, so you've seen her kindness and compassion firsthand. And Brother Perry, well, it's sweet to see how devoted he is to Sister Joanna. He was just an outsider in the beginning, but they hit it off early on.
What can you tell me about the Hawkins family?
Brother Jerome and Sister Sue Ellen are good people. Brother Jerome has been kind enough to take Patrick under his wing and train him as a ranger. And dear Sister Sue Ellen, I only wish we were closer.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
God go with you.
Tja. Lass mal schauen. Da weiterkommen. Jetzt müssen wir den Versteck herumfragen, ne? Gut, dann schauen wir mal, wie wir das am besten jetzt alles gewuppt kriegen, ne? Es wirkt schon wieder alles so viel, ich habe überhaupt keine Idee. Schwierig. Schwierig.
Hello again, Joanna.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
I saw a portrait in Eliza's quarters of the two of you with a man. Who is he?
Oh, that's Eliza's father, Jonathan. I allow her to keep the portrait because she should remember him, but I would prefer not to.
Why not?
I'd rather not speak of it. It's too painful.
Eliza told me a story about her being sent to an orphanage.
Please, let's not speak of that. She clearly trusts you if she shared that with you, but that's deep in the past. It was a dark chapter in our lives.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
Youth is so fleeting. He will have to set aside childish things and assume the responsibilities of an adult member of this community soon enough.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Sure.
This must be Patrick.
Oder irgendetwas, was wir machen können.
A handsome looking. This must be.
Wir haben viel gesprochen, aber ich habe keine Ideen, was ich tun kann.
No need to put that in the cup. Nothing else to say? He's not talking. Hello.
Howdy.
I think there's something strange going on here.
What do you figure?
I spoke to Jerome and Sue Ellen. They told me their wagon broke down just like ours. What's more, several other families who came after them experienced similar breakdowns.
So you think there's some sort of conspiracy?
It's happened too many times to be a coincidence.
I can't say I agree with you there, Harley. If it was intentional, and these folks were sabotaging wagons and trapping people, they'd have lots more captives, don't you think?
Maybe,
but nothing. We'll be on our way soon enough. Enjoy this little rest while it lasts.
That's all I know right now, but I'll tell you if I learn more.
I have no doubt you will.
The mountain path's being guarded and I can't get down.
Why would you want to?
I want to make sure the wagon's being repaired.
Shoot, just ask Joanna. She said she'd take care of it.
Already did. She told me to ask Eliza.
Well, then go ask her.
Already did that too. She said nobody was working today because it's the Sabbath.
So we wait an extra day. El Presidio's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and neither are we. Talk to you later, Jake.
Take it easy, Harley.
Phil?
Harley?
Listen to me, Phil. There's something off about this place.
How do you mean?
Sue Ellen told me we aren't the first people whose wagon broke down on the mountain road. In fact, she and Jerome wound up here much the same way we did, along with several other families.
It seems a stretch. You saw the condition of the road. I was not able to see any evidence of sabotage.
That's as much as I've learned so far.
Well, if you find anything else, let me know.
Ich komme nicht vom Berg runter.
That boy Patrick is guarding the path down the mountain.
And Why would you want to go?
To check on the wagon for starters.
Jerome said he would take care of the repairs. More hands do not always make for faster work.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
Ja, Freunde, das wird ein bisschen schwierig. Ich weiß nicht, was ich machen muss schon wieder. Ja, kann ich den mit dem Stock
I
schlagen?
appreciate the offer, but I have...
Willst du was trinken?
I appreciate the offer, but...
Was sagst du dazu, Mädchen?
Miss Johnson?
What is it?
Something's just not right around here.
Yes, I've had the same feeling. But we ought to tread lightly. Stay alert.
Irgendwer wird den ja wohl saufen wollen, oder?
No, thank you. We've all taken a vow of poverty.
Armutsgelübde.
You sure got a lot of junk. You sure...
Mag sie nicht. Ah, mag er nicht. Ist sie. Willst du sowas?
Thank you, but I'm not.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
I have the feeling something's not right here.
Why would you think that?
You heard what Sue Ellen said about the other families arriving here the same way we did. Doesn't that seem suspicious to you?
Yes, I suppose it does. I hate jumping to conclusions, though. If there really is something amiss, I want to be certain.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
All right.
I've tried going down to check on the wagon, but I'm not allowed.
Why not?
Patrick said it's for our safety. Wolves in the forest or something.
These people have lived here a long time. I think we should listen to them.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it. I'm not sure what I'd do with that.
Trinken.
Appreciate it, but you can hang on to that.
She's tending the...
Oh, ja. Ja, wie geht's weiter?
Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
Has Patrick told you about his hideout?
Oh, he's mentioned it once or twice. Don't know where it is, but I know he keeps his little treasures there.
What does Patrick consider a treasure?
He loves his little wooden figures, that's for sure, especially animals.
Patrick's not letting me go down the mountain path.
Good. He's not supposed to.
Why not?
You need a ranger to go with you, and Patrick's still in training.
Couldn't you be my escort down the mountain?
Is there an emergency?
No, I just want to check on our wagon.
Don't worry about the wagon. It's in good hands. There's nothing else worth going down there for, believe me. Anyhow, today we're honoring the Sabbath.
Appreciate your time.
Be well.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Harley.
Would you give us a moment, Brother Jerome?
Of course.
I don't want to alarm you, but something about this place isn't quite right.
What do you mean?
Sue Ellen told me about how she and Jerome got here.
Oh, sure. Jerome told me too. How the wagon broke down and all that.
It didn't strike you as familiar?
Sure, it sounded like what happened to us. Are you saying it's not a coincidence?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Come on, Harley. Really? Mountain roads are full of rocks and things. I'm not surprised the wagon would break down there.
That's all for right now. I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Okay.
You can come back now, Brother Jerome. I have to find a way to get down the mountain. Patrick's blocking the way.
Why do you want to go down there?
To check on the wagon.
Oh, right. Jerome was talking about that earlier. I wouldn't worry about it.
See you, Danny.
Bye for now. You keep that, Harley.
Thanks, but I...
Yeah.
An old ship's bell. Hey, Captain. How about a nice cup of tea?
Is it more of that nettle stuff?
No, this is from my own private store. It's from Ceylon.
No kidding. How'd you come by that?
We recently met a former whaler. He had souvenirs from around the world. He gave me a caddy as a memento, and it had some tea left in it. I thought you might appreciate a taste from another part of the world.
Ah, this is delicious. I don't know what to say, aside from thank you.
My pleasure.
Please, join me. Have some tea and we can chat.
I'm more of a coffee drinker, but I'll gladly take the conversation.
I apologize for being so abrupt before. If you still have questions, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability.
Do you think we could talk a little about the airship crash now? I'd really like to understand more about the origins of this community.
Yes, that's understandable. Of course you're curious to know what kind of place you fetched up in. All right. 12 years ago, Johanna chartered my cargo ship to take her group from Bright Bay to Las Vergenes. But late one night, still half a day from our destination, the boiler failed. We started losing altitude. We were already crossing the mountains, and all around was rocky peaks and forest. No safe place to set down. I was forced to make an emergency landing, more a barely controlled crash, really, on the side of this mountain. And here we are still.
Wow.
The Rowena was wrecked beyond hope of repair. But somehow nobody was hurt or killed in the crash. A miracle, as Joanna reminds us, if we ever forget.
Do you know what caused the failure?
Yes, I'm certain I do. But it doesn't matter.
What makes you say it doesn't matter what caused the crash?
It was a long time ago. So much has changed, and I've forgiven and forgotten. To tell the truth, that final voyage was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because of it, I met and married Joanna. I got to watch her blossom into a truly inspirational leader, and I found a new home. She's the captain of this ship now, doing a far better job of it than I ever could.
I imagine it wasn't easy for you to adjust to this life.
It took some getting used to, I admit, and not just for me. Many of the original passengers found it hard to live up here. They thought they were headed for a sunny coastal paradise, not a barren mountaintop surrounded by ferocious beasts. Joanna tried to keep morale up, but that didn't stop a group of dissenters from forming. They began challenging her, spreading rumors and confusion. In the end, she had no choice but to discipline them.
Okay.
How exactly did
This was
Joanna
something they already
discipline
told
the
me.
dissenters?
She had them stay in the cabin over yonder, isolated from the rest of the community and kept under guard. She wanted to give them time to cool down and reconsider, but I could see that wasn't going to happen. They had made up their minds to leave. Keeping them prisoner was only making things worse.
So what happened?
They escaped one night, under my watch.
You expect me to believe the dissenters escaped?
Joanna believed it, still does, despite the rumors and hearsay. That's all that matters.
Were you punished in any way?
I was under the silence for a week for failing to protect the dissenters from the dangers of the wilderness. Small price to pay for both the good of the community and those poor souls who left.
The silence? What's that?
A custom Joanna and Eliza came up with. You can't speak, and nobody is allowed to talk to you for however long your silence lasts. Bit of a funny punishment, but I can appreciate the idea behind it. After all, a captain needs to keep discipline among the crew.
Is there anything you'd be willing to share about the people of New Bethel? Who's who, their relationships, their history? There's so much I don't know.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. Go on, then.
What did you do before coming here?
I piloted this ship, the Rowena, before it became our home. Drifted from port to port, doing odd transport jobs. Never imagined I'd stay still for more than a month, let alone 12 years.
I know a little bit about what that's like. I never stayed put long either.
Well, this community put an end to my wandering ways. Maybe it'll do the same for you.
So schaut sie aus.
Tell me about Joanna and Eliza.
I got to know Joanna on the voyage here. Over dinner in my quarters, she told me all about her thoughts and philosophies on life. It was fascinating to meet someone so passionate and high-spirited. After the crash, I got to know and respect her more. She emerged as the spiritual leader of New Bethel. We married a few years after. As for Eliza, she's always been utterly devoted to her mother. We get along, but I'm mindful about giving her space.
What can you tell me about Bridget and Patrick?
The boy seems happy here. I'm glad Jerome's seeing to his training. Bridget has more than readjusted to life here. She was originally one of the dissenters, you see. But she and her husband James returned that winter with their newborn son. Seems Bridget wasn't aware when they left that she was with child. Having a baby out there in the wilderness changed the calculation, I guess.
Know anything about Patrick's hideout?
No, but sometimes I see him running past here with his little toys and things. Guess that's where he goes off to play.
Mm-hmm.
What's to know about Jerome and Sue Ellen?
Good people. They came to New Bethel a couple of years after the crash. I believe they met with trouble on the road, much as you did. And lucky thing for us, they stayed. They're both vital parts of this community.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Leger.
Ja, vielleicht müssen wir uns von seinen Spielzeugen reinstecken. Vielleicht geht das. Jetzt wollen wir die Info haben.
This must be Patrick's.
Ich weiß nicht. Man hat eine Idee, aber das ist wieder, es ist wieder so kompliziert gemacht.
Sorry.
Muss ja irgendwas mit dem da oben zu tun haben.
There's a box on the wall with a small hexagonal hole in it. Odd. That's not the right. A few Bibles and... It's full of curios.
Ja, sie kann ja schnitzen. Kannst sie nicht irgendwas mit meinen Stecken anfertigen?
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
Ja.
Would you be so kind as to carve me something?
I'd be glad to. Just bring me something to carve.
We'll talk.
I look forward.
I've got
Thomas.
this piece of wood. Think you could carve something for me?
What did you have in mind?
I think I'd like a wolf.
Very well. I'll have it ready in just a while.
Schauen wir mal.
Here you are.
Beautiful work, Nadine. Nadine carved this. It's a little wolf.
Wat zullen we ihm denn geben?
Here, I thought you might like something for your collection.
Oh, wow, a wolf! And look at those fangs! This is great! I'll be back in just a minute. Don't get any ideas about going down the path. I'll know if you do.
Better not try calling his bluff, but let's just see where he goes.
Okay, jetzt sagt er, jetzt sehen wir das Versteck. Jetzt sehen wir das Versteck. Ja,
He's going towards the cabin. Interesting.
Ja, war ja klar, oder? Okay, das haben wir doch nicht gerechnet. Ich dachte eher oben da was. Aha.
Looks like I found your secret hideout.
Okay. Ist halt nur die Frage, was es bringt. Man, warum sie jetzt halt einfach runtergegangen ist, ist halt das Nächste, ne? Aber okay.
Let's see what Patrick's got hidden back here. Interesting. A small crank handle.
Und dann da oben drücken und dann müsste es eigentlich aufgehen. Ich habe gedacht, dass das Bücherregal sich verschieben lässt oder so.
There's a box on the wall.
Mädchen, willst du mir jetzt pflanzen? Wir haben doch grad...
Constant reminder.
Ach so, mei. Deswegen, ich habe gedacht, die Kurbel ist... Mei, passt. Er hat sich die Kurbel umdreht und oben muss man drücken. Das war meine Idee. Ja, Entschuldigung. Darum denke ich mir gerade, Mädchen. Willst du mich schön?
Open sesame.
Okay. Und was findet man da jetzt Tolles?
Rather cozy up here, and you can't beat the view. Patrick's collection of extra special figurines.
Wunderbar. Und jetzt werden wir sehen, dass sie nichts machen.
An old spyglass, part of the original airship. Can't see a thing. I think it's missing a lens. Patrick's collection.
Ja, jetzt finde ich es dann schon ein bisschen...
A piece of petrified wood from the desert.
Ein bisschen lästig. Dass ich da immer da jetzt da ist, dass das da jetzt so anfängt. Das kann nicht einfach. Was tut denn er dann da oben, wenn kein Linsen drinnen ist? Also, er wird ja schauen, oder? Und jetzt auf einmal ist es wurscht. Wo krieg ich jetzt Linsen her?
Not now, Leger. We gotta get down to the wagon.
I've got nothing to add. Nothing else to... Hello again.
Hello to you, Sister Harley.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
It is a method to discipline those who fall into error. When one undergoes the silence, they are prohibited from speaking with anyone except God. That way, they're encouraged to reflect on their actions and to seek his forgiveness. Once they have done so, they're welcomed back to the community as stronger, better people.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Gut, die Linse könnte vielleicht wirklich bei ihm noch versteckt sein, aber da sind wir bisher noch nicht rankommen. Nur wie kriegen wir ihm dazu, dass er mal nicht
Can't
hinschaut?
think of anything to add.
I appreciate.
Eliza's nightstand.
Hey, what have you no?
Okay.
Ja, irgendwie müsste man was finden. Ich weiß noch nicht. Keine Idee. Das ist ein bisschen das Problem. Das ist ein bisschen das Problem. Das Problemchen.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Mhm.
I've heard about something called the silence. What is that?
When one of us falls into sin, they must find their way back to grace. In the silence, Sister Johanna determines how long is needed. While someone is under the silence, they may not speak or be spoken to. There are other requirements, but it's not my place to share them.
Is it true that Patrick was born in the wilderness?
Who told you that?
The same person who told me about letting you and the other dissenters go.
I see. Yes, it's true. I was unaware of my condition when we left. Otherwise... Anyway. We came back, along with another family who left with us, and a third we met on the way. Sister Johanna forgave us, thank God. She is truly an angel among us.
What compelled you to leave in the first place?
We were following someone we thought knew better than Sister Johanna, but as it turned out, he didn't. That's his grave over there. Abraham Levinsky.
Who was he?
Just a strong-willed fool who felt our journey was incomplete. He convinced us to continue to Las Vírgenes on foot.
What became of Abraham Levinsky and the other dissenters?
Those poor, poor souls. They died out there. Every last one. Sister Johanna sent my husband back to Abraham's camp to try to convince them to return, but all he found was carnage. Wolves, it was. When I think of how horrible it must have been, and how lucky we were to escape that fate. Enough. Let us speak of something else, please.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
God go with you. Please excuse me, Sister Harley. I need to get back to my quarters.
Okay. See you later, I guess.
Ah. Ist jetzt gut oder schlecht?
Stephen Wood. Lucy O'Hanrahan. Aaron O'Hanrahan.
Kan du irgendwas machen?
Abraham Levinsky. Wait, haven't I seen that name somewhere recently? Wait.
Not now, Leger.
Ist der Hinweis für irgendetwas?
A handsome look. This must be Bridget.
Wo können wir den sehen? Man muss ja irgendwo...
According to Joanna, this is her and Eliza with Eliza's father, Jonathan.
Hmm. være sådan, eller? Hvor?
A few Bible. The big man.
Ich will wohl der Hinweis für irgendetwas sein, aber wo soll man den gesehen haben?
An old
Ist ja nix. Nee. Wo haben wir was von denen gesehen? Was ist denn das für Blödsinn?
She's busy. Hello again.
Hello.
Exactly what happened to Abraham Levinsky?
Oh, poor brother Abraham. He was tragically led astray. He and several others began to question God's plan for us. They ended up leaving New Bethel. Some saw the light and returned, but the rest were not so fortunate. God punished them for their lack of faith. The wilds claimed them. Brother Abraham was the only one whose remains we could recover. Brother James brought his mangled body back to New Bethel. We laid him to rest among our dead, praying God would grant him forgiveness.
Thanks for the chat.
God bless.
Ist das jetzt ein Hinweis, dass man sein Grab durchsuchen soll?
Not now.
Abraham. Wait, haven't I seen that name somewhere recently? Stephen Wood. Isabella Wood.
Ich weiß nicht, wo ich den Namen gesehen habe.
Captain Perry?
Yes?
Could you tell me about Abraham Levinsky?
Oh, dreadful business. He led the dissenters who split from the community. Some changed their minds and came back. Joanna sent James to Abraham's camp to try to convince the rest to return. But all he found was Abraham's body and signs that wolves had attacked the camp and killed the rest. We had a funeral for Abraham and buried him in the graveyard. Joanna didn't let anyone see the body. It was too roughed up by those wolves.
Sounds awful.
Thankfully, we have the rangers to protect us, so nothing like that ever happens again.
See you later, Captain.
Goodbye, Miss Leger.
Phil's shirt. These are mostly nursery books. Educational Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity for...
Hey, have you...
Okay. According to Joanna, this is... Certainly makes a statement. Can't think of it.
Wo soll man was gesehen haben von ihm? Ich check's nicht. War ja nicht da oben, oder? Da war ja nur die Figuren.
Patrick.
Oder steht da irgendwas um?
An old spyglass. Part of the original airship. Can't see it. No point. I've got... Hi, Brother Jerome.
Sister Harley?
Can you tell me what the silence is?
Nothing you gotta concern yourself with. Just keep on the straight and narrow and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Do you know anything about what happened to Abraham Levinsky?
Afraid not. That was all before my time.
Appreciate your time.
Beware.
A strainer. Just need to add some tea leaves. It's the sun. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Harley.
Can you tell me what the silence
Oh, it's too
is?
fun.
Oh, that's Sister Joanna's punishment for anybody who crosses her. You ain't allowed to speak to nobody or be spoken to. There's extra chores, extra prayers, and fasting. That means you get cut to 1 meal a day.
Sounds harsh. Have you been under the silence?
Plenty of times. Sister Joanna and I don't always see eye to eye, and she don't appreciate back talk. Jerome tells me I ought to keep my thoughts to myself, but that ain't how I do.
Do you know anything about Abraham Levinsky?
I've only heard a few stories. He ain't too highly regarded round here. So many didn't survive that first winter after the crash. If the dissenters hadn't taken so much away with them, things might have gone different.
I'll let you get back to your garden.
Come enjoy it any time.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
I've learned some more about this place, and it's not good.
Tell me.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and key. And you heard what Sue Ellen told me about the silence.
That sounds like how it was at my old school. The nuns were quite strict as well. Every religious community has its methods of discipline.
I haven't got anything else, but I'll keep looking.
All right.
We'll talk later.
I look forward to it.
Ja, ich weiß es nicht. Ich bin momentan überfragt. Das ist
Looks like they've got a garden up there.
Sorry, can't.
Not going in.
Was wo ist sie? Wo ist wegen den Abraham? Wir haben da jetzt alles angeschaut, da ist nichts.
An old ship's bell. SS Rowena. Must be their.
Ja, da lass uns da nicht reinschauen da in das
Phil?
Ding.
Harley?
Listen to me, Phil. There's something off about this place.
Have you found something else?
I've learned that Joanna isn't quite as nice as she seems. She jailed a group of dissenters and forces anyone who displeases her to undergo the silence.
What is that?
A punishment where the person can't speak or be spoken to, gets less food, and has to do extra chores and prayers.
Perhaps this community isn't as idyllic as it seems. This does seem suspicious, though it could all be a coincidence. I do not think this proves anything sinister. There is still too much doubt.
That's as much as I've learned so far.
Well, if you find anything else, let me know.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
Try not to get into any trouble, eh?
Ich weiß nicht. Oder war da... War das da drinnen?
This article mentions an
Sure.
Abraham Levinsky living in Las Virgenes, which is where he intended to go, according to Bridget. And Captain Perry said Joanna wouldn't let anyone see the body because it was too mangled. But what if... Suppose there's only one way to find out.
Jetzt, Gott sei Dank, ha? Jetzt dürfen wir wahrscheinlich. Okay. Thematik, ja, das ist immer so ein bisschen eine schwierige Sache. Wann haben wir das schon gekriegt? Und jetzt habe ich lange, ja, ich habe lange nicht gespielt, dann schwierig.
Not now.
Sure.
Miss Johnson, keep a lookout. I'm gonna search this grave.
What? Why on earth?
Call it a hunch. I think something's going on here.
Be quick then, and try not to draw any attention. Lord alive.
I knew it! There's nothing here.
Excuse me?
This grave is a fake. The whole story about Abraham Levinsky is probably fake too. The question is, why go to all that effort?
Why indeed. We need to figure out what's going on here, but I'd be careful who you tell about this. Not now.
Okay. Kann ich mit die jetzt reden?
Phil?
Harley?
Listen to me, Phil. There's something...
Have you found something else?
Joanna and the others told me a story about Abraham Levinsky, the leader of a group of deserters. He was supposedly killed by wolves and buried in the graveyard, but the grave is empty.
Slow down a moment. You dug up one of the graves?
Not so much dug as moved the rocks, enough to see there was nothing underneath.
I see. I suppose you had your reasons. And you say there was no body?
That's right. I also have proof that Levinsky is still alive. Look.
Very well. I have heard enough. Clearly these people are hiding something from us. I will see if I can coax any information from Eliza when I see her again.
So will you let me search this place now?
Yes, go ahead.
Danke.
A Bible. I'll leave that right where it is. And what's this? Some kind of lens. Better take it. These are mostly... Guess Eliza hasn't had much opportunity.
Wir haben die Linse. Jetzt haben wir auf die Binse. Jesus Maria. Aber was los?
A perfect fit. What a surprise. Let's have a look. That's the base of the mountain near where we broke down. Hello, and who might you be? Well, that's not suspicious at all. I don't see anyone else down there.
Und jetzt?
Not now.
Hello, Jake.
Howdy.
I still think something's rotten in New Bethel.
What's got you riled? Speak up.
Joanna isn't quite so benevolent. Captain Perry told me about a group of dissenters who were kept under lock and key. And Sue Ellen told me about a harsh punishment called the silence, where people are shunned and can't speak for days if they upset Joanna.
That all? Shoot. That don't sound like much. She's the leader here. And if that's what it takes to keep the peace, so be it. It's hardly cause to think we're in any danger.
There's a fake grave in the graveyard. It supposedly belongs to the leader of a group of deserters, but it's empty.
What you mean fake? A memorial?
No, a fake. A man's supposed to be buried there, but he's not.
Why would someone go to the trouble of making a fake grave?
Exactly what I want to know.
I admit it's suspicious, but that's not enough to start stirring up the pot.
I caught a glimpse of a cloaked figure sneaking into a secret cave down on the mountain road. I have a feeling there's something important in there.
A secret cave, huh? You might be onto something there. We can't just sit around then. Time for action. What do you suggest?
Miss Johnson and I are trying to get down to the wagon. We need you to help us distract Patrick.
Easy. Lead on.
We just need you to get the kid out of the way long enough for us to get down the mountain without being spotted.
Leave everything to me. Excuse me, son. I was wondering if you had a minute.
Sure. What do you need?
Just need you to come with me for a second. Captain Perry wants a word.
Oh, okay, if it's quick. Sister Joanna won't like it if I leave my post long.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Yo, let's go. Wir haben es geschafft. Passt. Jetzt sind wir mal da unten. Da haben schon die ganzen Reifen abmontiert.
No!
Ausgeplündertes auf den Wagen. Damit wir ja nicht mehr weg
What have
können.
these people done to my wagon?
It's clear they don't want us leaving New Bethel.
You said there was a cave down here?
Looked like.
Then see if you can find it. We need to figure out what we're up against.
Wie hätte ich gesagt, da, ne? So. Könnt ihr mal vorstellen.
Here we are. This bush was put here deliberately. Hey, look! I found the cave.
Good. Now see what's inside, and be quick.
Ich muss
It's
schauen.
in bad shape. We need to get it fixed or our journey ends here.
Mhm. Unsere Sachen.
A
haben
shovel
sie das
and
Loch gemacht, ne?
pickaxe. Perfect for digging potholes and dirt roads. This workbench is a mess of books and papers. It's full of dynamite and wires. Someone has been making explosives. It's a hand-drawn map of the area. That's the road, and it's been marked with several X's. This is exactly where we broke down. These look like they were placed here recently. Wait a minute. These are our wheels. This workbench is a mess of books and papers. What's this? Looks like some kind of handbook.
Mhm.
A printer's proof copy. The Saboteur's Handbook by JT and JR. My God, I need to show this to Lola. Now.
Ach so.
It's stuffed with guns and ammunition. That's not a good sign.
Ja, was
It's
mit
stuff-
dem? Nicht? Okay. Naja, dann. Lola. Guck mal.
You won't believe what I found in the cave.
Try me.
A printer's proof of something called the Saboteur's Handbook. Have a look.
Written by J.T. Joanna Taggart.
Must be, but who is JR?
Jonathan Red?
Who's Jonathan Red?
Seriously? You never heard of the Redites? They're a bunch of anti-steam tech thugs who went around sabotaging machines and factories a few years back. They were mostly active in New Bretagne, but they got their start in Bright Bay.
So you think Joanna knew Jonathan Red?
Not just knew him. I think they worked together. Maybe more than that. You get a good look at that Eliza girl? She's got a certain resemblance to that Mr. Red.
Hang on. Joanna told me Eliza's father was named Jonathan.
And there you have it.
All that aside, look at the contents.
These are all instructions. Sabotaging vehicles and laying road traps. Low-grade bombs for controlled explosions. Creating concealed hiding spots in the wilderness. Remind you of anything?
Well, one thing's for certain. The wagon breakdown wasn't just coincidence. Someone planned it to get
Sehr.
us
Der
here.
Typ, gleich am Anfang
Yes,
an.
but who?
That's what we need to find out.
Lots of pages have notes scribbled in the margins. Some are from JT, others from JR. Looks like they had some ideological differences.
Oh?
Joanna thought things were going too far. She objected to giving instructions for explicitly violent stuff. Here's a note on the bombs page where she says, "Too dangerous to print." Same time, Red's written things like, "This information is a tool for a righteous cause," or "No revisions, too late for cold feet." But there's another set of notes in somebody else's handwriting. Here, on this recipe for an acid compound, Joanna crossed out some ingredients. This other person tried to fill in the missing information.
So this third person is probably our saboteur.
I'd put money on it.
I think our top priority is figuring out who this person is.
I agree, but we gotta be discreet. We can't just go around interrogating everyone hoping for a confession. We need solid proof identifying the person you saw going into that cave.
My brother was the detective in the family.
Well, now's your chance to do him proud.
So what should our next move be?
Round up the others and come to my cabin. We need to talk. Come on, let's get back up the mountain before anybody notices us missing.
And so this saboteur is the reason we're here.
We need to uncover who it is and tell these people. They deserve the truth.
Now wait just a minute. This is all very serious for sure. But these folks have a whole way of life they're accustomed to. We expose it all as a lie. Why, we're ripping the bottom out of their world.
Jake's got a point. It could tear this community apart.
I think Lola's right. Not knowing your true history is no way to live.
At the very least, Joanna should know about this. As the community's leader, it falls to her to decide what to do with this information.
We gotta be able to prove who the saboteur is first. Could be the rot goes all the way to the top.
I have a strong suspicion, but I'll see if I can confirm it.
Once you do, you can tell Joanna the truth, assuming she's not the one behind it all.
Or you could try talking to the saboteur. Maybe get him to lay off without having to upset the whole community.
I'll see what I can find out.
Dit doen we dan maar niks. Door. Dit is natuurlijk amazing. Ja gut, ich meine am Endeffekt, mal logisch denken, normal muss es ja die Elisabeth gewesen sein, also die Eliza, ne? So, Eliza. Da hängt der Mantel, ne?
Wait a minute, this is the same cloak I saw through the spyglass.
Jawohl.
Got you now, Eliza.
Nu, wo ist sie? Schauen wir mal überall rein, ne? Oh, das ist schon. Ah, okay. Super.
I believe this belongs to you.
Where did you get that?
Exactly where you left it.
It seems Patrick has earned himself a period of silence. He won't like that much, but it's about time he grew up some.
So you've been causing all the wagon breakdowns and trapping people here. What was your plan? Continued excuses for why our wagon wasn't ready until we gave up and asked to stay permanently?
That's how it's worked in the past, yes.
Just what do you get out of trapping people here?
I'm not trapping anyone. I'm offering a better life, and what we all get out of it is a larger, stronger community, just as God intended. He sent me a vision when I was a girl, of my mother leading a thriving community on a mountaintop. All I've done is ensure this vision comes to pass. Members have lost faith and abandoned us before, to the detriment of all. We've suffered harsh winters and disease. Getting our numbers up hasn't been easy, but I wasn't about to stand by and let the community wither, so I took measures to cultivate it.
Yeah.
You've built your community on lies. If I'm not mistaken, lying's not on God's approval list.
God forbids harmful deceit. I'm shepherding people to a better life in His name.
How convenient.
It's clear to me you've no intention of joining us. God must have other plans for you. I can have your wagon repaired and let you and your companions go on your way. All I ask in return is that you spare a thought for the people of this community. Do not speak of what you've learned. It would destroy them.
Was werden sie den anderen über unsere Abreise über?
And just how will you explain our departure?
Simple. I'll say you all insisted on breaking curfew to go down to your wagon. Tragically, you were all eaten by wolves as a result. I can set up a memorial in the graveyard if you'd like. It will make a powerful deterrent.
Na, wir erzählen
You
das
can't go
später.
along with this. These people need to know the truth.
Stop! You're making a terrible mistake!
Ja, ist ja irre, der was. Und beim nächsten dann kann er nie mehr durch die Berge reisen. Sie holt jedes Mal dort dann die Leute.
Joanna, I'm afraid I have some disturbing news.
What is it?
Can you call together the community? This is something everyone needs to hear.
What is this about? I would be glad to make an announcement once I know what it concerns.
I'm afraid I have to insist on addressing everyone at once.
As you wish. I'll call an assembly. Brothers and sisters of the Second Dawn, Sister Harley has asked me to bring you all together to hear her words. Tell us, Sister Harley, what news have you for us all?
Es gibt einen Wolf unter euch. Ah.
Since you all came here, you feared wolves in the forest below. But I'm sorry to tell you that the real wolf has been living among you all this time.
What are you saying?
Eliza has been pulling the strings all along. She's been manipulating us all. She's been setting traps in the road to capture wagons and bring their passengers into New Bethel.
What? How dare you?
I saw her enter a secret cave at the base of the mountain. It was full of saboteurs' tools, along with spare wagon wheels, and this.
What? Eliza, what are you doing with that?
Claiming my birthright. Just because you disavowed father doesn't mean I did.
So it was sabotage. I always ask myself if our breakdown was really an accident. You've been lying to us all these years.
No, I swear I didn't know anything about this.
Then why did you prop up the lie about Abraham Levinsky?
What lie? Brother Abraham was killed when he left the safety of New Bethel, torn apart by wolves.
Then why is his grave empty?
But what are you saying? Brother James buried him. He told us the body was terribly mangled.
So you never actually saw Levinsky's body?
No, I put my faith in Brother James's word.
There was no body because Levinsky never died. There were no wolves. In fact, he made it safely to Las Virgenes. Just weeks ago, he was in the papers announcing his niece's marriage. It was just a story concocted to keep you all here, to keep you afraid.
He was trying to protect you. He was trying to protect all of us. Brother James was the one who had the idea to bring in new members. He understood that a community can't thrive without them.
James was a saint. He loved this community. And you, Sister Joanna. There's nothing he wouldn't have done for you all.
I think that is becoming very clear.
Eliza, I don't understand. Why would you do this?
The outside world is a horrible place, Mother. You should know this better than anyone. Look at what we've built here. How we've grown and flourished. We had to keep that safe. That's why you had to make sure no one ever left the mountain. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I only wanted people to share in our joy.
But you did it without asking us if we wanted a part of it. A community without trust ain't no community worth living in.
Joanna, my love, there's something else you probably ought to know about. I never said anything because after a while it didn't seem to matter. But after the crash, I examined the boiler and, well, it had clearly been sabotaged.
What? We were headed for disaster. I saw it in my vision.
You mean you saw that we were going to crash, that someone was going to sabotage the ship?
No, Mother, you don't understand. I saw the sun setting in the west and the sea became red with blood. We were going to make it to the coast, but the land was already tainted, cursed. It was the mountain that was our true home, a citadel of holy peace. I just had to make sure we ended up here.
So, you brought the airship down? Eliza, you could have killed us all.
But I didn't. I gave us a new life, a better life.
And you can keep it. Come on, Jerome. We're leaving this rock. Anybody who wants to come with us is welcome.
What? You can't just leave. Where will you go?
Anywhere but here.
You won't last 2 minutes out there.
Silence, Eliza. Until further notice.
But
I said silence. Return to your quarters immediately. Wait for me to come find you. Please, Sister Sue Ellen, don't be so hasty. It breaks my heart to hear what my baby has done, but now that I know the truth, there's no reason we can't start over. We can continue to live here without the fear of the unknown below.
That ain't gonna work, sis. Joanna, not now. We're way past that.
She's got a point, Joanna. You can't just start over and pretend none of this ever happened. You need to give everyone time to decide what they want to do.
Yes, maybe you're right.
Nothing personal against you, Joanna. You've been a decent leader, even if we didn't always agree. But we gotta have a chance to make our own life on our own
Mir wird jetzt richtig schwierig werden.
Well, you're
Jetzt denke mal
always
noch, oder?
welcome in New Bethel, should you change your mind.
Thank you, Joanna. But I don't think we will.
I don't know what to say.
Die Außenwelt, glaube ich, die sind alle tot,
I
ne?
should thank you for opening my eyes.
I'm sorry it had to be this way, but I couldn't keep silent.
I think perhaps I've relied too much on silence. When no one is speaking, it is easier to imagine that everyone is of one mind. My own daughter. When I thought she was bent in humble prayer, she was hatching secret plots in her heart. Will you be leaving us then?
Afraid so, ma'am. The open road beckons.
Very well. I'll arrange for your wagon to be repaired, now that we know where the parts are. It'll be ready by morning.
Thanks, Joanna.
Ja, witzig, dass sie das noch so sagen kann, wer repariert den Wagen.
I'm glad you decided to speak out against Eliza, Miss Leger. It was the push we all needed.
Of course. I couldn't let things go on like that. What will you two do?
Not entirely sure. Reckon we'll continue on to the coast, like we were before.
Need a ride? Might be cramped, but we can make room.
Thank you, but no. There's a whole group leaving with us.
We'll make our own way. Together.
All right. Goodbye, then. And good luck.
To you as well.
Dann haben wir es über den
Our sojourn in New Bethel has
Feuerpasser noch
left us all
geschafft.
somewhat shaken. Thankfully, we have only to cross Hellfire Pass today, and from there, it's a straight shot down into El Presidio. With our goal so near in sight, we can all focus our attention back to the task of locating Dr. Clark's fortune.
Ich glaube kaum, dass wir ansatzweise in die Nähe. Ist schon das nächste Problem. Es ist unglaublich. Wir kommen ja nie an. Aber das passt einmal. Ui, runter vom Berg flüchtet das New Battle. Es war ein Battle, ja, das sage ich euch. Aber es hat gepasst. War eine lange Folge, aber wir haben es in einem durchgezogen. Deswegen habe ich das jetzt gleich mal so gelassen. Hätte ja 4 draus machen können, aber ich denke, das ist okay so. Habt ihr viel zum Schauen. Darum hoffe ich, es hat euch gefallen. Ja. Und bis zur nächsten Folge. Tschüss.